dear, dear other Christians who says we have to be at church to be real Christians. No, you don't. And I will explain my reasoning. Um, First of all, you do not have to go to church if you have God and Christ in your heart and mind and your daily living. You don't have to go because if you feel comfortable or my reasonings, it's okay not to go. And if you're atheist, don't let people force you to go to church and join the church. Just don't bitch at us for our Christianity, please. But anyway, my reasonings are that sermons are way too long. We don't need sermons more than half an hour to 45 minutes. 45 minutes is my limit, even though I think it's too long. 30 minutes, I would prefer a deal from me because I don't really have Sundays to do that. Although I don't work on Sundays, I rather not go to church for more than an hour. But anyway, other reasons are generic and broader too. First, for most churches do have open minds and open compassion for other cultures, but some churches nowadays, if you can see on Facebook and Meta and Twitter, churches teach hate. People say that it's not hate, it's truth, and that's the thing. There's other people are kind of shaming too, but they have to realize it's the people's truth and religious truth. But when you call people mentally ill and confused about the identity, that's hate, and that's where this country should not be. This we do have many of the country maybe they don't have well-known trans, bi, or gay people, but the thing is, there is some people. They just may not talk about it because they're afraid of what people say, and the parents' reaction mostly real outright Christian and compassionate people who, like I said before,
will make America great again. We will make America great again.
But anyway, people need to realize their churches and their faith and their fears are baseless, very baseless. And the teaching of the church is wrong and very hateful. Try having coffee or tea with these people. And hey, Trumplicans, Trump party does have gays, trans, bisexuals, not people, and the Christians. And I don't understand how Guy Benson last night sat with doing big weekend show, and listened to people saying they're confused. Other people might be confused about the identity and the sexual orientation. And Guy, you see comments on your Instagram page, stop, and see the hate and see the bias, and even towards your sons, people say you should not be parents. Guy Benson, how you allow that right in front of you on Fox News and not say a word? Seriously, Guy. But anyway, that is bigotry. All the alt-right and hardcore Christians show bigotry and no hate. And it's the truth, people. But anyway, second reason, too strict. Like the Mormon church. You cannot allow to have coffee. You cannot allow to have open relationships or open I'm not for open relationships and I'm not exactly for gay marriage, but I'm open to it now because how people are um, warming up to it, and including the Mormon church is actually warming up to gays and Mormon gay marriage. But the thing is, I don't think they're allowing them people to be in the temples and being hardcore Mormonism. That's a big no-no in my heart. Because they're forcing the religion, faith, and baseless fears into people. And going back to the other topic, um, gays and transgender people are not. Most of them are not pedophilia pedos, and some handful are. But you cannot judge all LGBT community for being pedos and sickos. They're not. Sit down and have some tea and coffee with them, and you'll find out they're not. They just want to live their lives, even though they're forcing the culture on us, forcing the thing. And by the way, with the stores and the Target, they've been showing the um, culturalism in front of us for years. Why overnight you have protests and you have to be bitching about it? Because you're fucking bitches and bitchy. Because you do not want these cultures in your lives and your area. And you just decide to do it because you're woke and white. Because you're tied up with the woke and the left. And yes, I did call you woke because you're woke and white. Why can't we have in between woke and the left and woke and left? Right, left. You why can't we just have open minds, open compassion, open hearted people instead of you guys are bitching now about things happening in our lives forever. And the person who says oh, Caitlyn Jenner saying trans is the new gay from the 30s and 40 years ago. Caitlyn, gay's been going around since the 50s and the 60s, so it's like more than like 70 years. And transsexuals, for some, like me, have been going on for the 30s and 40 years ago. I had a friend who my mom's boss's son was dressing like a woman and transitioning in front of us. And I guess his parents or her parents were blind to it. But when he told his parents, they disowned him because they were really hard right. So me and my sisters and my mom took it upon ourselves and just stood by him and supported him and no matter what. And yes, we were that kind of Republicans. We were all Republicans, but we did have open hearts and open minds. We made our decisions based on what we saw. Tim, now Ashley, was a good person. Sorry, but going back to the script. The moments, like I said, do not want us to drink coffee or wine. I don't know why. I never asked, but of course they're not good for you anyhow. And Moderation they are, but I love my coffee. I cannot give up my coffee. And um, for wine and drinking, I may off and on, rarely now. I don't drink. I rarely, seldom drink now. But clothing, I can admit, I do wear Sunday clothing most of the time because I'm not a slut and I do not show off what I have. I don't want to show what I have got me now. I'm dressed modestly, and it is sexy leftist what on today's standards of um, feminism. This is sexy. You don't have to show your boobs, side boobs, or your butt, or your ass, and your um, B because you think that's sexy. That's slutty. That's trashy. That's crap. You do not need to show that. And plus, the really outright conservative dress. I'm like in the summer. It's too hot and too thing and showing up your shoulders and like mid thighs and back. That's not slutty. It shows you want to be modest, conservative, sexy. Um, but you don't have to be head to toe dressed like the Sharia law people and the Muslims. I know I'm not saying anything bad about them, but I'm just saying that's a little too modest for me. And but just saying, Mormon Church and maybe the Catholic Church, but the Catholic Church's dress code is pretty much do everything can to cover up and be modest about it. But anyway, dress codes in these two churches and Jehovah's Witness Church is too conservative, too strict for me in the summer, at least in the summer. Um, but anyway, just saying, you don't need to go to church to be Christians. You can have God and Christ in your heart. You don't have to specifically be going to church, people.